You know, there's a golden feeling flying high on this Tuesday night. A golden example for Off the Top Rope, the return of She's a True Sensation, bringing golden to many things in wrestling like Masters of Ring Entertainment. The lovely Terri Runnels returns to Off the Top Rope. One thing I'm going to say, the tagline is, "Aw snap, it's going down live on Off the Top Rope."
The Ropes Media. Tyrone Asbury. Yeah. Tyrone Asbury. Yeah. Every chance you get to hear us, you clear us. It's the time on the radio.
What's up, everybody? Tuesday night, and we are live as can be. And you know what's going down. I'm your boy, Ty Asbury. I'm going to say this. Tonight is, of course, golden. And the reason I say golden is because my live guest is back. Wrestling legend, manager, interviewer, Twitch, everything. The one, the only, the lovely Terri Runnels is back on Off the Top Rope. Terri, what is up, girl?
Listen, not my height. I am still 5'0". That has not changed. That is not up at all. My spirits, yes. My height, no. How about you, Mr. Ty? What is up with you?
I'm feeling blessed because you're on the show, and we've been talking about this for a long time to get you back on the show. I can't think of the last time we did a podcast. It's been forever.
Dude, we have so much to talk about. One thing being a failed marathon on my part. Remember that?
I do remember that. I do remember that. But
we
things
got to do that. That's got to happen. That's got to happen.
Well, I would say this first and foremost. You're probably going to say, like, dude, are you serious? So I went to the doctor and got.
And he said, you cannot run a marathon with Terri Runnels. That's what he said, right?
I'm pretty much retired because I got like busted feet, and so I'm now. If you want to do a 5K, we could do a 5K, but my doctor said
your trotters are off, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, my doctor, you know, and my wife, she said, marathons, it's time to retire because, my feet, marathons, they beat you up, Terri. They tear you up. So.
I wouldn't know. That's the sad part. I've never run one, but I'm going to. I want to apologize to your listeners and viewers because I am dealing with elderly parents at this point in time. And they have been infirmed for a good while now. And they just got literally back on their feet and went to the beach to visit his brother, my dad's brother, for 5 days, right? So I stayed here to watch the farm. And they got home. They've been driving all morning. They got home. And he's so old school, he will not pay his truck note.
Yeah.
Online. He drives 30 miles to pay every month. And I'm like, Dad, you don't have to do that. Well, that's what I want to do. I'm like, okay. So after driving all the way back, I'd cooked a pork roast and rice and gravy and caramelized onions, and it was yummy. And what happened? It keeps like it looks like it's going. Are we all right?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're cool.
And so, and then an old man. I'm sorry that y'all don't even want to hear, but I need to tell you this. And then, a garage, right? So small, red light doesn't This tree has cancer and something else, and his his ashtray is like overflowing with cigarette. This is how he answers it.
Yeah. Well, we have some technical issues here on the ropes, and hopefully we can get Terri back. So thanks you for everybody, and we're going to get her back here on the show. Good old social media and streaming issues, but we'll get Terri back here.
I'm in the country.
I can hear you now.
Ty.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
You were talking about your dad, and of course, going so long to pay bills and everything. Then everything just went crazy.
Okay. So, did you hear me talk about Mr. Rudy?
That I did not hear.
Okay. So they drive all the way back from the beach. They come here long enough to eat a plate of food that I've cooked for them. Then they drive. Oh, this town doesn't even have a red light. It's so small, right? It doesn't even have a red light. So they drive that way for 35 miles, and then they do some stuff, and then they drive back this way. And I just found out that the old man that owns the garage in town, Mr. Rudy, lost his wife recently.
Oh, man.
So I thought I would cook a pot of food to take to him, but I'd forgotten about what we were doing today and when I thought about doing it. So anyway, long story short, it's funny because Mr. Rudy has throat cancer. But if you go to Mr. Rudy's garage, his ashtray is about this big and mounded with cigarette butts. And this is the way Mr. Rudy sounds when he answers the phone. Rudy's. And if I ever say, "Hey, Miss Rudy, it's Terri Runnels." "Hello, darling." It is like, it's almost like out of a comic book. But he's at the age where he's like, "I ain't gonna quit smoking cigarettes now. What the hell for?" So anyway, long story short, Mom and Dad got back. They sat down for a minute, then they left again, and they came back. And then I felt bad asking them to drive the food to Mr. Rudy because they've been on the road all day. They're tired. They're old. So I said, you know what? You guys chill. I'll take the food to Mr. Rudy. So anyway, yeah. So I just got a whole bunch of shit going on with my parents and old people. Not to mention I'm an old person. So, but I'm all yours. I'm all yours, Ty. I'm all yours.
Nah, you look great. Like I said,
wait, and I'm very albino and naked. I apologize. I don't have on all the stuff, but anyway.
Nah, you look great. And I want to say first and foremost that my blessings go out to your parents, and I applaud you for sticking by them and do what a great daughter would do, and that's helping them out. And I want to definitely give you a round of applause for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta, right? I mean, I can't think of any other way to do it. Whether you want to or not, you gotta do what you gotta do. So,
Terri, I want to ask you, what's the hardest part about running the farm? Like, I see it like, yeah.
Okay, so there's 60 acres here, and my mother keeps it almost on lockdown. What she does, like when she fertilizes the citrus orchard, and with what specifically, and when she prunes this tree and that fruit tree, and then there's crops in the field, or sometimes it's watermelon, sometimes it's hay, grass for hay, peanuts sometimes. Right now it's just grass growing in the major part of the field. So really, at this point in time, my only responsibility was taking care of the animals and you know, shooting anybody that comes in here and messes with me. What? What? Yes, I did say that. And I had to shoot a feral cat last night. So PETA, come after me if you want. But at 2 a.m, a feral cat was trying to kill my mama's cats.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's kind of like if you had a child and somebody was trying to hurt your child, what would you do? So
That's right. That's right.
I had to do what I had to do at 2 a.m, half clad. Thank God nobody but God was watching out here in the boonies. But yeah, I ran my almost naked ass out and shot a damn feral cat. There, I said it. Armadillos, if I need to, I will. And you guys know that story. Go ahead, Ty. I'm all yours. I'm going to shut up now.
So I want to say a round of applause because we all know Dakota got married, and I want to talk about that. So yeah.
Was that, wait, question. Did you see the father-daughter dance?
I did see that. I was just
Was
like,
that epic or what?
I did see that because I follow like Twitter. I do follow you, and I saw that, and I was like, man, that's. But like, she grew up so fast. I remember seeing her on WWE when she was like a kid, and it's like, man, time just freaking flies by. It's man, but like, God bless you. God bless her, Dustin. Like, I mean,
Do y'all have babies? Do you and your wife have babies?
we got a doggy baby. So
Doggies. Yes, yes, you have. Yeah, you have I have another baby right here. That's my baby. Yeah. So let me say this too, and I'll shut up again. So it was so cool. Like Dakota did everything. She created the most elegant, earthy, relaxed yet beautiful wedding I've ever seen. It was outdoor. If you guys haven't seen the pictures or the video, I'm horrible at social media. I suck at it. I hate it so much that I shun it really badly. But I know that I at least posted the father-daughter dance on my Instagram, and I don't think I posted any of the pictures yet on Twitter. But anyway, it was just so lovely. And Dakota and Dustin's dance, like it starts out like a Disney princess, you know, and her dad dancing. And then Dakota edited all the music for this. And then it goes to Star Wars. And then it goes to a bell ringing to wrestling. And it's just like, it's just such a fun journey to see that dance with them. That was so great. And then the other cool thing, like there were so many cool elements. You know, so often when you go to a wedding, they give you a gift that you leave with. In the old days, it used to be a box of matches with the bride and groom's name on it and the date they got married, or a candle with their, but it was always about, you know, the bride and groom. And then you took the thing home and you're kind of like, well, what do I do with this? Because I really, you know, don't really need it. So I loved the thing that Dakota did. She hired this husband and wife that took an old school, one of those kind of, not an Airstream, but an oval shaped trailer. And they refitted it with all of this state of the art equipment. And so it was a photo booth. So you went in, you had this big screen that counted you down, 3, 2, 1. You could hold up funny, you know, glasses or sayings, or you could just smile or shoot the bird or whatever you wanted to do, right? But that's what you went home with as a gift, which I thought was so beautiful, because you go home with your image on it, not theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, and then the other thing was the bar was that she found this other couple that oh my gosh, hold on, here's the fam. Hold on, in the golf cart. Hold on. Can you see or no?
I can see it.
Can you see Dad in the golf cart?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. He's hard of hearing. Hold on. Hey, Dad. You're on camera. Wave.
You got Dad on the road.
No, wave. Hold on. I'm gonna put him on. I'm gonna put him on camera. Hold on. you guys see him?
What's
Hey,
up?
Dad, say
What's up?
hello, Ty, and audience.
Hello, guys and audience.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that? Dad, there's a bag. There's a bag. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, so I don't know, Dad. I've been out here doing this. See, this is why I was a bit tardy. Hold on. Right, they have 2 golf carts. One is electric, which is much quieter. One is gas. He's in the gas one. They have no concept of this stuff. Like it just eludes them.
Yeah.
He's almost gone. Almost gone. Okay. Anyway, so really quickly about Dakota's wedding. So this other couple had taken a horse trailer, and Dakota's had a horse, a freaking huge. Santa Claus bought her a quarter horse when she was 2 years old. And so she's had horses all of her life. She's a horse girl, and she found this couple that does a bar out of this reclaimed horse trailer. So like the doors that would normally be where the horses' heads would be out to, get fresh air or whatever, that's where you step up and order your drinks and whatever. It was just, there were so many beautiful elements to it that were just, it was just perfect for She and Blue. Perfect.
Terri, I just want to ask you, that reminds me, I want to ask you, what tonight as we talk here on the show, what are you like blessed about? I mean, you got wrestling, you're on the road, your stuff for the
You
fans.
gave me chilies. You just gave me chill bumps.
Yeah, like I mean, what are you blessed for as we talk tonight? Because you got so many great things to be thankful for.
Yeah, I do. Well, first and foremost, until the end of time, my daughter, our daughter. Sometimes I feel bad when I say my daughter because, of course, Dustin and I share her. But I never mean to slight him if I ever say my daughter, but she's just the most amazing human being on the planet. She knows everything about me, things she shouldn't have any business knowing. She knows. She and I are like that, and vice versa. And yeah, that is my absolute biggest blessing. It's funny. One of my little blessings is sitting on my lap now. I rescued her a year ago. This June 25th will be a year. She was born in January. And it's funny because she loves Dakota so much that when Dakota comes around, she cannot contain herself. She's just like freaked out. And I train her because she flies everywhere with me. She's in hotels. She's with people. She has to remain calm, right? And she's a Chihuahua, which is very hard for a Chihuahua. So I train her to not bark. I train her to be very calm and docile. When Dakota comes around, she freaks the hell out, right? Right? If you could see Dakota on that screen, look at Mama. Lamina. Over here. Up here. Anyway, so it's funny when Dakota and Wilhelmina and I are anywhere, if I say anything like, "Oh, angel pie," or "baby girl," or whatever, she's like, "Excuse me, are you talking to me or her?" I'm like, "Okay, stop it." But yeah, she's just, Dakota is my everything. So that is my biggest blessing. This is my mini blessing right here. My parents' health.
Yeah.
It's been all. Dad fell and broke his hip on Christmas Eve, had surgery on Christmas Day, and it has been a hot box mess betwixt the two of. It's almost been like every time I would leave to go or want to leave to go home from here, something would happen to one of them, and they would be like, "Can you please just stay for a few more days?" And then something else would happen. Mom has been in the hospital twice in the last 3 weeks. So there's no way I'm going to leave them alone, with stuff like that happening. So it's been a hot mess, but blessings nonetheless. And my fans, my friends, Ty, I have too many blessings to count. So stuff could always be better, but stuff could always be way worse. So I am blessed.
I've learned that, just when you get older, you always learn that you can't harp on things. It could always be worse. Living out on the street, no food to eat, good friends and family. So you got me thinking that now too.
Think about this. This is what this is what I used to think back in the day. And the reason I tell you this is I just had this conversation with Dakota. She was just on the road for 10 days straight with AEW. And she's like, Mom, I am barely hanging on. I am exhausted. And I said to her, I'm going to tell you one of the things that I used to do up here to get me through that. If I was schlepping through an airport and my arms are killing me and my legs are killing me and everything's killing me and whatever. If my legs are killing me, that means I got legs.
Yeah.
If my arms are killing me, I got arms. Yep. If my head's killing me, I got a head. So even though that sucks a big bag of donkey dicks, it's way better than a whole lot of scenarios. So yeah, life is great.
Well, it seems like it's as great as Dakota could come to you about advice because you've been there, like WWE, being on the road.
Her dad as well. Yeah. Her dad, her uncle, her grandfather. She and Pops were very close.
Yeah. So I mean, she has people she can go to help her out, and she has a bunch of love from you guys, and that's really cool, and it makes me happy to see that and hear that. So. But yeah, it's a really cool thing. I want to talk about, because I saw social media. You are actually relaunching. You're doing some Twitch work on your Twitch thing. I made this clip for you too, so I wanted to show this. You're doing your relaunch.
Hold on. Taking it up a notch on Twitch, the relaunch.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but you know what I'm telling you? It kind of sounds like a porn, but I'm calling it a soft relaunch. Wow. The reason being is I didn't want to wait any longer to relaunch, but I've got more stuff coming in the near future. So I didn't want to do a hardcore relaunch. I want to do a softcore relaunch. So yeah. So it's kind of like it's in a very basic form. It's nothing. It's the same as we used to do. But I'm changing it up, but I at least wanted to get back on air, and I'm sweating my cojones off. I don't even have cojones, and I'm sweating them off. I wish I were in Canada right now. I'll be there soon. Hey, Canada, I'll be there soon. Anyway, but yeah, so it's a soft relaunch. Initially, I was going to. I normally go 7:30 to like 8:39. Do you want to get down? Do you want to get down? Do you want to go play? Look at Mama. You want to go play? Go play. Go play. Go play. Go run. So I didn't want to make too big of a deal of it before I got some of the new things going, if that makes sense. So yeah. So it's a soft launch. It's a soft relaunch. Yeah. But thank you for that. Thank you for promoting it. I love that.
Yeah, I try. Like I said, I tried to make sure you got that out there, because I know Twitch has become a really big thing for you. You're doing fantastic work for that, so I wanted to help you.
I love Twitch. Yeah, I love Twitch. I'm still very ignorant to a lot of it, but I still love it. Question: and this is totally off track. Was it? Wilhelmina, shh, no bark. Good girl. Good girl. Was it in? Where did you and I meet in the flesh the first time?
We met. This was, oh boy, we met.
Wait, I can't hear you.
We met at the 2300 Arena. They had a convention there, and I remember. I don't think.
Where was that at, babe? Where?
It was Philadelphia. It was in Philly. It was at the 2300.
Philly,
Yeah,
Philly,
yeah,
Philly.
yeah, yeah. That's where it
I
was.
was either going to say I was either going to say PA or North Carolina. I don't know why I was going to say that, but PA. Yeah, good deal.
It was Philadelphia. It may have been the Icons the Icons convention they usually do there. I think it was there, but I don't know the name. But it was definitely 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. So yeah,
If I remember correctly, and I have a horrible memory, but let me try. If I remember the moment that you and I met, a door. Okay, so if I'm you and my back's turned to you, if I'm looking this way,
yeah,
my back was to a wall, the door was that way, and you came in and introduced yourself to me, and I remember thinking, what a respectful, nice, great guy you seem to be. Had never heard of you, didn't know anything about you, but I liked you. Thought you
that,
were a good guy. And yeah, I remember, don't remember a lot, Ty, but I remember meeting you. I just didn't remember where we met, but I can see where I was standing behind a table and where you were. And yeah,
that was definitely, you're actually right on the ball with that, because also when we took a picture together, I think it was either Billy Gunn or Road Dogg. They photobombed themselves and they went like that in our picture. So I'll have to send that to you. Yeah. So,
please
but
do. Please do.
that was actually absolutely the way we met, and I was scared because I'm like Terri Runnels. I was like, shitting my pants. I was so scared,
Come
and
on now.
my girlfriend at the time, she said, "Dude, just go do it." And I was scared, and I'm glad I did. Present myself and say I'm a fan and all that stuff. Yeah.
I'm 5 foot nothing, Ty. What were you scared of?
Well, somebody grew up watching Attitude Era wrestling. Like, I mean, I'm
Come on
afraid.
now.
You know,
Listen, listen. We all eat, we all sleep, we all do, you know what? We all put our clothes on. We all the same. We all the same. I'm nothing special. If I am, it's because I'm Dakota's mama. That's the only reason. That's it. No other reason.
well, I think you're
And
special.
maybe Wilhelmina's mama too.
Now, Terry, I want to ask you as far as Twitch, do you think it's good for wrestling, bad, in between? Because a lot of wrestling talent like yourself have really grown on Twitch. Like, how do you feel it is for wrestling?
Oh, listen, in this day and age, promotion of any kind is grand and great. So it's stupid to say that anything detracts from or takes away from what you're doing. I think the only thing that to me is overwhelming in this day and age that we live in is it is so content saturated. Like, my God, imagine this. You watch all of the wrestling that you can on cable TV, right? That's a
Yeah.
shit ton already. Then let's just say you have one or two favorite podcasts and they might go an hour to 3 hours every week. Then you got a baby mama and you got 8 little ones and you need to freaking get your ass and actually you need to bathe those children, feed them, bathe them, read them a story good night, sing them to sleep with a nursery rhyme, and get your ass in bed to be able to go to work the next day to make the money, make that change. So it's like, how do you even, like, it's funny. I just yesterday I watched I'm such a YouTube whore, it's ridiculous. Which has something to do with possibly one of the ways my Twitch stream is turning, FYI. Anyway, but yesterday I watched J-Lo's acceptance speech for the MTV Movie and TV Awards, right? And then that took me down the route, which I love her. I could not love her anymore if I drank the juice out of her feet. What? I don't even know what foot juice is, but anyway. But Just love that woman, right? Anyway, so then of course, YouTube's going to throw you something that they're like, well, if you like that, you're damn sure going to like this video. So here you go. So yesterday, I was watching all of the acceptance speeches, not the whole award show, but just the acceptance speeches for that award show, right? And I'm sitting there going, who in God's name is that person? And then I would pause the video and I'd have to go, what? Who the hell are these people? Right? So, it's like, it's not only that there is massive amounts of content and growing by the day, which you fight with, which I fight with, we all fight with, right?
Yeah.
But it's also generational content. Like just like what I was just telling you. So like I used to be like, right, I did not miss an MTV movie music awards ever. It was right there. Every award show. Dakota and I were like, I cannot believe she wore that. And oh my God, look at her hair. That's so beautiful. Look at her jewelry. That's Harry Winston. Oh my God, look at that. That was what, happened at every award show. And it just told me my ass is getting old because a shit ton of people, I did not even know who the bleep they were. So in this day and age, I love Twitch. Everything is an opportunity. I mean, honestly, you can't blame anyone if you don't make it, because there's an opportunity at holding a phone. You have an opportunity, right? Justin Bieber was found that way. I mean, how many people who were megastars literally pop something on, on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but the point is, we are so content just saturated. Like, where in the hell do you actually say, okay, this thing is worth my time? I'm going to put my babies down. I'm going to bleep my wife. I'm going to, vice versa. If you're a female watching, I shouldn't say it like it's only males watching. And then I'm going to rock my wife to sleep the only way I know how. And then I'm going to have 2 hours and I'm going to give 30 minutes to Ty and I'm going to give an hour to this person. But I mean, our lives there's just so much going on. By the way, after we finish this conversation, remind me to tell you a story about Dustin rocking me to sleep and Dakota being present. Just ask me in a minute, unless you want me to tell you now.
You know what? You were just rocking now. Just tell us now.
I should.
Yeah.
I should, because it's on my brain and it's hilarious. Okay. So if you are a parent, at some point in time, you have forgotten to lock that door. Now, my rule as a mama used to be that my child had to go to sleep in her own bed, because I didn't say this to her because she wouldn't have understood it, but because mom and daddy need adult time.
Yeah.
She had to go to sleep in her own bed, but if she woke up in the middle of the night, she was welcome to come and get in bed with mom and dad. And so, lo and behold, one middle of the night, wee hours of the early morning, somebody woke up and needed some something. And all of a sudden, now Dakota's about 2.5, 3. She's little, but she talked at a very early age. I mean, that child was very verbose. It was ridiculous. I was like, okay, you're talking way too much for your age. Anyway, all of a sudden, that you get that feeling somebody's watching you. Well, it was my youngin'. And mine and Dustin's bed was a very high bed, right? So literally her little head like was right here. This is the top of the bed, and this is where her head was, right? And all of a sudden, I was like, oh my gosh. And so she literally, this is what she did. And she did this this is what she did when this was her attitude. Watch. Ask her about it if you ever see her. This was Dakota's little girl attitude. Arms crossed and a rump. And I was like, I said, oh, of course, we peel off of each other. I roll one way, he rolls the other way. And I said, Pumpkin, Dad was rocking Mommy to sleep. So I'm trying to make it look good, right? So I said, do you want Mommy to rock you to sleep like Dad was rocking Mommy to sleep? She didn't miss a beat. With her arms still crossed, she said, no, ma'am. I mean, she was not having any of it. She's like, at that age, that child didn't even she was not buying it for 2 seconds. It was crazy. And of course we laugh about it, but yeah.
You gotta laugh at stuff like that. I mean, because memories, they last forever, and I love a good laugh. I know you do, and stuff like that. That's where family comes in. You just think, oh, about the time when this person did such, and that's hilarious.
And we didn't warfare for life. It was not. Yeah, it was just one of those little freak moments. In fact, I'll bet you if we had not remembered it and talked about it, I bet you she would not have ever remembered it. So
now she, of course, is doing her thing with AEW. You talked about her earlier. Has she now AEW? They're doing great things. I'm a fan of AEW. Has Dakota said Mom, AEW is doing great things? Like has she talked about AEW? Because AEW seems like a very well-run organization.
Yeah. So she grew up. A little back history. How much time do we have, Ty? I don't want to make you go over time.
No, we're cool. We're cool.
Okay. So, for people that don't know, back in the day, when I signed my contract with Vince, I said that I would only do TVs and pay-per-views because I was a mom first, a wife second. I would bust my ass for Vince third, but that was the hierarchy, right? And so back then, the boys were still on the road for a long time before they got to come home to wives, family, whatever. And so Dustin would be on the road doing house shows. And then I think I started, Dakota was, help me do the math, honestly, because I suck at math. I started with Vince January of 96. Dakota was born February of 94. So basically she was 2 years old. And so I was not going to leave my child. So it was my deal. She would fly with me and come with me. So she was my little road warrior. And damn it, I knew I almost said to you, Ty, remember where this started, because I'm going to take a turn and I need you to bring me back. Oh, hold on. AEW. Okay, I know where we're at. So back in the day, the boys, they didn't realize that marriages were falling apart and families were falling apart because the boys were on the days, on the road 18 days, God forbid, back in Dusty's day and Terry Funk's day and all that, God, they were on the road ridiculous months at a time, So back then, Dustin was on the road for a long time. And I would pack for me, I'd pack for Marlena, I'd pack for Dakota, and, we'd fly out and, meet up with Dust and then whatever. It's very interesting because she's been in this business for as long as she can remember. She's been in dressing rooms as long as she can remember. Shawn Michaels playing Polly Pockets on the floor in the dressing room at Madison Square Garden, her making her debut at Madison Square Garden, she's been there and seen it and done it all, right? And for her now to this is like a second journey into that life. It's very interesting. And I was telling you, she just did 10 days on the road. And she's just like, Mom, I am so physically, mentally, I'm spent. I'm just spent. And I said, girl, I know. And you don't have babies at home. Imagine. I remember when I would fly home on a red eye from LA, get to Atlanta, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., flight to Gainesville, Florida wouldn't be until like maybe 9. I'm just dying for sleep. And she always loved to rip my fake eyelashes off. And the best way I can tell you what it feels like to keep a set of fake eyelashes on for 24 hours is like if you reheated a casserole from Thanksgiving 18 times and then you look down at it. That's what having fake eyelashes on your eyeballs feels like. To keep them on. But I'll be damned. I was not ripping them off. I was going to go to my baby, who when I got home was going to be in the bed, and I was going to tell her, always rip them from the outside in. And she'd take them and rip them. I'd jump in bed with her. We'd watch a movie. And I was like, Angel Pie, Mommy has to sleep for that long, and then we'll play some more. But yeah, but I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say one more thing too. We were talking earlier. You mentioned blessings. Any stressor, and I'm speaking to everybody. I'm speaking to myself right now as a reminder. I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to everybody. And I'll probably say this tomorrow night on my live stream because it bears repeating over and over again. Any stressor that you have ever is tied to a blessing. In other words, if your glasses break, well, hell, you had a pair of glasses. If your car is in the shop, well, shit, you got a car.
Exactly.
If you don't like your boss at work, shit, you got a job.
Yeah.
If you're in the hospital and shit sucks, you're still alive.
Wow.
If you think of anything that you want to be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm dealing with this. There is a blessing that close tied to that frustration or hurt or whatever. Cancer, there's still a blessing tied to it. You're still here. You got cancer, you're still here. You're still here. And you could still make a difference. Dustin's mom is going through a hell of a time. I just lost a dear friend. My mom was a school teacher for 40 years, and she taught this young lady in 6th grade. And this young lady, I am very, I believe in the big man upstairs. He and I are like, peanut butter and jelly, peas and carrots, rice and gravy. But she was of the Pentecostal faith, which is not I'd never, that's not anything I've ever been around. But she started a cleaning business, and she started cleaning my mom's home. And of course, she's not going to be like the typical cleaning person because my mom taught her, and we've known her for forever. Well, she battled breast cancer for 2 years, 2 solid years. God love her. And, that church rallied, prayed, everything that could be done from a faith standpoint was done for her. They pronounced her cancer-free at the end of last year. And we're in June right now?
June, yeah.
In April, she died. And what's crazy is she didn't feel good. I mean, she was like cancer free, right? Everything's good. Everything's good. We're rest of life. We're going for it. I love how I just coughed into my elbow and I'm not around a single soul. Good habits. Good habits. Um, but sorry, there's dump trucks, there's semis. If you're watching from England, they're called lorries. I got you. But she literally sat in my mom's living room and was so elated saying, I'm cancer free and I'm so excited for the rest of my life. And then all of a sudden, mom called me and said, Jennifer's in the hospital. And then she called me. She goes, Jennifer's not expected to live for the next 2 days. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And she literally, like that, was gone. And I just went to her funeral with my mom. And it's like, yeah, you better, if you think of a compliment for someone, that if you pass a stranger in the subway and you like their clothes, their hair, whatever, don't just think it, say it. Because you never know what they're going through. That compliment might have been everything they needed to make it through that day. Or remember this, a compliment in your head and in your mind is never a compliment to the person that you're feeling it about unless you share it. Well, Amina, no, you can't eat that. Up, the drum.
Well, I gotta say that you're definitely saying a lot of things. You're giving a lot of lessons on the show about life and everything. That,
dude, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I believe. I mean, I'm old enough to get that at this point. You know. And I try to remember that. And I have such a bad memory. Remember a minute ago, and I'm like, I should ask Ty to remember the point I'm going to take off and go down this rabbit hole. But, yeah, I'll see my mom and she'll look especially beautiful that day, or Dakota, or it doesn't have to be about aesthetics. It can be about manners. It can be about anything, anything. But to just, if you think it or feel it, share it. Yeah. Otherwise, it's wasted.
Has anything happened to you lately where somebody, you know how crazy the world can be? You got very super nice people, rude people. Like, has anything happened to you lately where somebody did something really nice for you and you were like, damn, that was like nice as hell that they did that? Like, I mean, because it's cool when somebody makes you feel good and you don't know from a can of paint,
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that happens all the time to me, but it's like putting a finger on it. I'll give you a little tiny example. So I'm a real stickler about my nails, and the nail industry is very much an Asian industry at this point. Yes, there are some, American nail salons or whatever, but for the most part, it's an Asian industry. And sometimes when you go in, the understanding is just not there. So you can ask for something, like what I asked for is, I want my nails very skinny this way, arched this way, and square this way. And I could go into a salon and they go, yeah, I do for you. And then I walk out and my nails are, a buffalo's foot wide and they're rounded. And I'm like, what in the hell just happened to me? So when you find, it's same with hair. If you find a good barber, if you find a good, you stick with them, right? So my girl, Mia, she's a dear friend to this day, is in Tampa. But because I'm not down there as much as I was, I'm up here more than I was. I found a new guy and I've used him now for 2 years, maybe 3 years. And his name is Mike. His American name is Mike, but I call him Mikey because he named his 2 dogs Smokey and Bookie. And I'm like, how'd you name your dogs Smokey and Bookie? He goes, I don't know. I said, well, then I'm calling you Mikey. So to this day, He's Mikey, right? But Dakota and I were talking about this the other day. It's like in a million years, I would have never thought that this would be a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But I cherish his friendship. I love him to bits and pieces. We laugh he laughs about our culture. I laugh about his. We go out and eat sushi all the. If I ever go in the restaurant that he and I like to go to, if I ever go in there without him, or vice versa, they're like, "Where's Mikey? Where's Terri?" like, but that's a blessing. Like, just meeting someone with such a beautiful heart and soul. He's just a good human being, and I don't know. There's blessings. My mother always said to me, on your worst day, when you feel like shit, my mother doesn't curse, so of course she didn't say that. Thank God my dad came into her life and started cursing, which took me off the chopping block, because I'm like, mama. If he can say that, so can I. So back off. Anyway, so what in the hell was I just saying to you? See, I go down. Oh my God. Hold on. Dang it, Ty. I lost it. I don't remember.
You mentioned about how like your mom, she was giving advice to you.
Perfect. So she always said, when we were little, she always said, if you're feeling bad about yourself, or if you're feeling like, man, life's not going my way, and whatever, she's like, go do something for someone else who really needs it. And by the end of you doing that deed, you will not even think about what you were bitching about before. And I'll be damned how true that is. So yes, I feel like we are parsing out lessons this evening, and I feel like I should have on a school marms, a library. I feel like I should have my glasses like this and be like, now students, now. But yeah, no, good life lessons.
Now I want to ask you, Terri, one thing that you can help me with is that what advice would you give me? Because there are a lot of times at night when I'm sleeping, I'm still young, but I'll be 41 in a couple months. But it's always like I'll be 41, then the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. It's like for me, life is going by so fast. I'm scared of getting older. Like I don't know. Like what would you say to me? Like Ty, it happens, or
Bitch, you think you're scared of getting older? Holy hell! I'm cruising up here at 56 this year. What are you talking about? No, Ty. Now see, you're putting me back in the school marm seat again. Here I am giving lectures and lessons. But seriously, all you have to do is live in the moment, respect the moment, cherish the moment. If I could say anything, it's cherish the moment. Back when Dakota was not sleeping through the night, I remember a little old lady, and when I say a little old lady, not little old lady like me, like hunched over little old lady. She said, honey, don't take a moment for granted, and don't blink, because it'll be gone before you know it. And I was thinking, I didn't say this to her, of course, but I'm thinking, lady, if she could just sleep through the night, I would be happier than anyway. But then my daughter's married. Like April 2nd, my daughter just got married. Like where did the she's not sleeping through the night and I'm exhausted go? So even in the hard times, cherish the hard times, own the hard times. And again, remember this. This is, you know what? If I say nothing else in this lifetime for anyone to ever remember me by, I want it to be this. And I've never said it this way before. You're the first. To every negative, painful, hardship, whatever, there's a blessing tied that close. When your baby is not sleeping through the night, you could conceive. You had a baby. She's healthy. She's not in an incubator. She's not in the hospital. She's not sick. You're not in the hospital. For every bitch and gripe that you can possibly make. I got a corn on my foot. I burnt my hand on the stove. Bitch, you got a stove. And obviously you had food to cook because you were whooping up something. So take that burn and say, thank you, God, that I had food and a stove and a pot. Yeah, that's it. That is my wisdom for the ages. For every negative, painful hardship, there is a blessing that far away, and focus on the blessing.
Now, of course, as we wrap up we get closer to the end of the show, Terry, we, of course, I got to put you on the spot with this. Now, we are both of us are October birthdays. So, and we have to come up.
We like to balance things out, don't we?
Yeah. That's one thing. I think being an October birthday, I love it. Like, October is such a cool month. Like, I love it. Now we should for Twitch, for your Twitch page and what you do on Twitch, great things. We should come up for our birthdays. We should come up with a Twitch theme for both of us for your Twitch channel for our birthdays. I don't know what, but we should do something. So
what day is yours again?
I'm October 10th.
10th. I was about to say 19th for you. You're October 10th. I'm the 5th. Yeah, we need to have like a fall festival.
Yeah.
we need to carve pumpkins. We need to do something. Yeah. Let's work on that. But you know what? Before we go, and I'm going to make your show go way too long, but I want to talk about really quickly, and if you don't mind, send this to the top of the show, if you don't mind, edit it where this is at the top and at the back of the show from me. But I absolutely love Bambi Weevil with all of my heart and soul, and she owns More Wrestling, which is help me again, oh my gosh, Masters of Ring Entertainment. I'm like, bam, you cannot have that long name, just call it More Wrestling.
Actually, I got you. Actually, I made this clip for you this Saturday.
Thank you. So get out of my... Yes. So there's going to be a hold on. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read, guys. Hold on. I'll try to keep the camera on me. Again, guys, I'm sorry I didn't put my face.
Yeah, we got Masters of course, wrestling this Saturday. Hope we get Terry back. So let me just bring the clip up. Hopefully Terry is back. The little stream has been an issue tonight here on Off the Top Rope. We're still live here on the show, so hopefully we can get her back. So, but definitely this Saturday, June 11th, of course, we got Masters of Ring Entertainment. Let me see if I can bring her back. Yeah, so hopefully we can get Terry back here on Off the Top Rope Tuesday night, sizzling as always. Make sure we just make sure we get her back. So, but Terri Runnels, she'll be back here on the top rope. But once she clicks on the bottom of the screen, I'll bring her back on. So, but I hope everybody's definitely liking this episode of Off the Top Rope with the one, the only Terri Runnels. So, hoping that I get her back. So, but I definitely want to show this clip of that. She's going to be at the Masters of Ring Entertainment this upcoming Saturday. So, and of course, while we get Terry back on the show, if you want to, ask me some questions or some comments and everything, like AEW related, WWE, Impact, Ring of Honor, NWA, just of course hit up the ropes. So hopefully we can get Terry back here on Off the Top Rope, my live guest for tonight. So hold on. Hello? I don't know, your streaming just went out, so I was showing the clip. Yeah, so I'm just hopefully I can get you back. I could promote it myself. Yeah. That actually was live, so yeah. Yeah, I'll promote it on the show, no problem. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right. Love you too. Bye bye. Yeah, we're going to roll this last clip here on Off the Top Rope, of course. Terri Runnels will be this Saturday, June 11th, of course, for Masters of Ring Entertainment. And of course, it's the first time ever your boy Ty Asbury has, of course, picked up his cell phone here on Off the Top Rope. My apologies. I hope you enjoyed this episode with Terri Runnels. And of course, always much love and thanks to everybody who supports Off the Top Rope. I'm your boy Ty Asbury. Thank you very much. We are out of here. Peace out.
The Ropes Media. Tyron Asbury. Yeah. Tyron Asbury. Yeah. Every chance you get to hear us, you clear us. Just the time on the radio. My opinion's my opinion. Every time you hear me down, moving out, right on the stereos. Every podcast live, you know the feeling. This is the time for me to speak. You know the healing. I'm telling the truth and everything I say in this moment. But my time, I guarantee there